let's see how this goes. Ooh, looks like it's working. Let's check it out. How is it going? You are live. Nice. Got it. Alrighty. Oh, okay, awesome. Boop, and now I can get the scripts up. Duplicate this page. Now I got all my activity logs next to me, so everything's measured out. Now I have everyone's activity recorded down. So I'm just gonna. This is also just how I always do the game. So now you guys will just be able to see how I do them. Nothing really special to it. I got activity logs that measure every comment, like, post, and message they sent in their team group chats. And then I have it counting for that player, and then they get like a score of 1 for each of those. And then I have the game plans all already transcribed onto here for both teams. This would be the Monarchs, the Warriors, the Reapers, and the Bats. So yeah, this also just shows you guys how I do the games, and hopefully that'll be good. What's up, Rio? What's good, Battershow? How are you guys doing? So yeah, oh, it's 4:04. Okay, I guess we can just get right into the game. I want to do a coin toss this time around because I thought that would be kind of fun. So I'm still learning how to use Twitch. I don't really quite get it. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh yeah, awesome. Oops. I want to see if I can keep that. Is there no way to keep the chat up? All right. I thought there might be a way. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do a coin toss though. So there's someone on the Bats. This one doesn't count. Does someone on the Bats want to call the coin toss? Because you guys are the away team. Once you type up, if the Bats type some coin toss in there, I think Yo I'm Shane looks like a Bats. So does he want to call the coin toss? And then and that'll decide who gets the ball first. Let's see. My mic audio is too low. Yeah, I was trying to get it higher before, and I'm struggling to do that because I'm just not a loud person. The Reapers have heads. Well, they're the home team, so they're technically not supposed to call it, but if worse comes to worst, they can call it too. Advanced audio properties. I don't know if this will mess it up. My phone's on max volume and I can't hear you well. No, I definitely can see that. How about now? Is this like louder? It seems louder to me. Let's see. How about now? Alright, hopefully this will be loud enough, but we will see. Oh, we got a solid amount of viewers in here. That's fun. Alright, once we get this microphone thing worked out, and I just want to ensure it's working out well. Oh, can I make it? Yeah, I didn't know I could turn it up. Okay, wait, that's what I definitely want to do. What if I made it like 10? Can I do that? At 10. Okay, I think I got it though. I think I know what to do now. I think I want to set this to like 9. And how is the microphone now? Can you hear me now? I think that this is gonna work, and I think it's gonna be all good. Sorry, yep. I guess we'll take the Reapers, or I can try to even turn it up more probably. Make it like 29. Can't hear me at all. Okay, let's try. Can I make it 9.9 though? Okay, I can't make it 10. I might be able to make it 9.9. I think this is gonna be the loudest I'm gonna be able to get it, and I'll just try to talk louder. I'm just bad at that. But okay, so now do the does anyone on the bats want to call it the coin toss? Anyone on the bats? I think Yo, I'm Shane looks like he's from the bats. Um, and then if not, I'll take the that Reaper's heads call from before from Mo gives you buckets. I like all the names; they're all pretty creative. um, what's up, Drew? How are you doing? All right, I'm gonna. Hmm. All right, we're gonna. I'm gonna roll with that Reaper's head call. Head call. So it's gonna be heads for the Reapers, tails for the bats on who gets the ball first. And the coin toss is going tails. So that means the bats are going to get it first. I'm going to think that they probably want to receive. Yep. What's up, Drew Smith? How are you doing today? This means the bats are going to be receiving first. So that means the Reapers are going to be kicking off first. They don't have a kicker. We do Reapers kick off. So there's not much wind. So what I usually do when there's not much wind, the default is about 8 yards short of the goal line. So it's going to be a 92-yard kickoff. Returned by who's their kick returner again? They had MJ Butler, but I think they traded him. So who are they going to use now? This might just have to be I have to auto them a returner. So I would probably auto them. Shabazz Moses probably is the best fit one for the job. So yeah, Shabazz Moses is going to return it. Does anyone else got it? You want tails and you want defer. Got it. I will make sure I remember that. I'm even write that down. Monarchs, tails, and defer. Alright, cool. And turned by Shabazz Moses to kick off the game. And it's a solid special teams unit. They're definitely missing some pieces there with the depth. We can give them about 21 yards to their own 29-yard line. And Caleb Cash is coming out onto the field alongside Caleb Stidd II, last week's American Conference Player of the Week. And actually, if looking at these activity sheets, let's see. I see Cash with a 20 activity score. He scored very high. I see Stid. Stid scored pretty reasonably high. So did the Wards. The edge rusher Squidward. But he's not here on offense. So we're getting Caleb Cash out here. And they specified what they wanted to do on some of these plays. I'm going to quickly load up their chat on my phone because I know they have specific plays they want me to use for them. So I just want to make sure I have that handy for the game. Into the Bats chat. So yeah, so also one of the big reasons why I'm doing this is I'm just showing you how I do the games. So there's more transparency regarding it. And where is the Bats chat? They sent their game plan in a solid amount yesterday, I think. Oh wait, did I find it? Yep, I did. Alright, dope. Okay, I have some other plays, so first down, they're going to be running it with Caleb Stidd to start off the game against this Reapers front that they're looking to stop the run. Caleb Stidd is still going to get a solid 3-yard run. Open up the game, knock them to the 32-yard line. And with that, I think we're going to be seeing our first, second down versus man. The Reapers are playing 30% man and zone. They're flipping back and forth. The Reapers come out and man this time around. The disguise blitz keeping everything a little bit unclear for the Bats offense. So the rookie Caleb Cash has to read an interesting looking defense here. Caleb Cash is going to drop back to throw on this play. And he's going to be throwing it to Shabazz Moses, who's in a rivalry game here against his old team. Even though he's a rookie, already got a former team in the Reapers, and they had quite the falling out. And this one's actually going to be deflected away by Quavo Jones. Shabazz Moses still a tad winded from the kickoff return, and he's got a really lockdown corner on him in Quavo Jones. Quavo Jones himself, a former Bat, he was part of the deal that sent Shabazz Moses to the Austin Bats. It was a little Moses for Quavo swap with some more pieces leaving Arizona and heading to Austin. And that is going to bring us to 3rd and 7, 3rd and long. The Bats, we know they would like to run some deep crossers here on 3rd down. So we'll see what happens with that. I know the Reapers are lacking at safety. And let me just double check the Bats cornerback units. They got Quavo Jones on Shabazz Moses. That means Jordan Young is going to be finding his way onto Devontae Jones. A definite mismatch there. And this is going to be a pretty successful 22 yards to Devontae Jones. And they strike from the young Caleb Cash. And that's the first down of the game. And it's going for the Austin Bats as they move the ball down the field and past the midfield line. Getting 25 yards so far on their first drive, setting them up at the opponent's 46-yard line. Next play, it's going to be another Caleb Stidd run. This one's for 4 yards, as they were not expecting it quite as much after the 2 passes. But the first down consistency of the running could get caught on eventually by the Reapers, but we'll just have to see. As the Stidd run here, is solid for moving it to about a 2nd and medium. Got the Arizona Reapers, Red Rabbit out there on the field, the league leader in yards. I'll even keep this up here just for fun, just to give you guys a little bit more. We'll check out Red Rabbit's stats on the season right now. A nice quick game day break. 137 for 220 with 1763 passing yards, 14 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. He leads the league in multiple stats, including attempts, completions, and yards. He's up in the top 5 in passing touchdowns, and he's been a solid runner as well, even though he hasn't ran to the end zone quite yet. Definitely an interesting. Oh, sorry, it's still the Bats out there. I don't know why I was just tripping, but all right. So this one is going to be another 2nd down, but this one they're going to be going up against zone here. Caleb Cash is going to be looking over. Let's see. So they hit their main guy Moses. They're going to be looking for Jacob Neck, but this one is actually going to be knocked down incomplete as well, this time by Dalton Walker III. Let me check the name on that again. I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd, right? It's not Dalton Walker or anything else. Yep, Dalton Walker III. Next is another Caleb Cash deep crossers. They got Butler working from the slot. Let's see. Let's see. Caleb Cash is going to look for Hunter Butler from the slot, but it's actually going to fall incomplete. And that is going to bring up 4th down. So the opening drive for the Bats here comes to a close. They gained 29 total yards, and that's going to set them up at the 58-yard line for a 60-yard field goal for Wes Bergman. Correct. And Wes Bergman, 60-yard field goal is no good as the lack of wind behind them. Not that there's any wind in this game, but they don't have the wind, and there is no wind in the first place. He just doesn't quite have the leg for that, and it's going to fall just short. It was online. A very good kicker, Wes Bergman has been, but this one will fall no good. And this will bring Red Rabbit out here onto the field. We demonstrated his stats before. I'll let you guys see it again. We see quite the stat line, even a good rusher as well. He's already got over 2,000 total yards just 5 games into the season. He actually did have 2 rushing touchdowns. I missed that in the stat line. So 16 total touchdowns, 2,000 total yards. He's had definitely quite the season thus far, averaging above 400 total yards per game. And we can't show his stats without showing his #1 target so far this year. James Parker III, who has been quite very good, quite reliable as the wide receiver 1. And Rio Diaz, who's coming off his biggest game of the season after his suspension came to a close. And he's still got really solid numbers despite missing 2 games due to that suspension. With that, Red Rabbit is coming onto the field, and they're going to start this one off with a KJ Butler run. And this one's going to go for 2 yards down the middle against a overall weak interior defensive line of the Canines, but luckily Don Baum and Squidward are able to compile down up on the on KJ Butler and stop him for a short gain. Let's see that. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything in the chat. Welcome to the new person, Waveland News. Great to see a new person in the chat. Glad we have 8 viewers. That's exciting. So next we're gonna get our 2nd and 8. Let's see what Red Rabbit does on this play. Red Rabbit's gonna drop back the pass. He's gonna be feeling the heat from Squidward coming from the weak side from the right. Red Rabbit's gonna have to scramble left. He's a natural righty, so he's gonna have to adjust a little bit, and he's gonna look on the move, and he's gonna deliver a strike to Poe Jordan that's gonna be dropped. A good pass on the run and from an awkward position, but Poe Jordan is going to drop this one. He has been, after a very hot start to the season for Poe Jordan, he has fallen off these past few games. Hasn't played as well as he was playing at the start of the season. And this is going to bring us to a 3rd and 8 from their own 44-yard line. So let's see what Red Rabbit has in store for us here. Looking at the activity logs, we see that Red Rabbit was quite active, leading the Reapers in activity this week, followed by a tie from the head coach, Manziel, and from the newly active or returning active player, Walker. And coming in 4th behind all of them is James Parker III, who is actually going to get this strike intended for him. He's got a tough matchup with James Griffin on him, but Old Reliable is quickly becoming Old Reliable is going to catch an 11-yard strike over the shoulder catch just on the sideline to give the Arizona Reapers their first down of the game. And that's going to set us up with a 1st and 10 from the opponent's 45-yard line. What's up, Jordan? Welcome. Can you still not hear me very well? Sorry, I know my mic's not the best. I tried to make it as loud as it can go. I think 9.9 is gonna be the limit to get it to go higher than it is. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me better. Let me try to type. Oh, okay, awesome. I'm glad you can hear me. He's a Prime Gaming member. This is one of my first few times on Twitch. I've definitely heard a lot about it, but I've never really used it before. I used to use it a little bit just for streaming, but I really never quite. I still don't quite understand the whole platform, but so far I'm having a lot of fun with it. I can definitely stream the games more often, by the way. I mean, this is basically just what I do when I stand here and script the games anyway. So it shouldn't be that hard of a thing. If you guys really like this, I can definitely do this more often. So now on the next play, Red Rabbit is going to drop back, and it's a QB draw as he's running right up the middle. That weak interior front of the Austin Bats is not ready for this one, as Red Rabbit is going to go right down the middle for a strong 5-yard gain to set the team up with a 2nd and 5. Next play, Red Rabbit coming back out in the shotgun. He's got his 3 main targets on side. We see Rio Diaz lining up in the slot with Adam Hunter and James Parker out wide to both sides. Bryce Willis in the backfield, who's typically known as a receiving back. He struggled a bit this season, though. Struggled to get started here in his rookie season. We'll see what happens here. Red Rabbit takes the hike. And it's gonna be a pass as Willis is going out for a pass. We see everyone going out for a pass, and this one's going to Bryce Willis, and this one is incomplete, intended for Bryce Willis. A slightly off-kiltered pass by Red Rabbit, and Bryce Willis certainly does not appear to have the hands to come down with a tricky catch. And this is going to set the Arizona Reapers up with their second third down of the game, 3rd and 5. All right, let's see what the Reapers have for us in store here on 3rd down. All right, and Red Rabbit takes the hike. And this one's going over the middle. Let's see how the Reapers or the Bats are ready to respond. And this one's going over the middle to Rio Diaz with Dawson Davison all over him. But this is going to be a 9-yard completion to Rio Diaz to give the Arizona Reapers their second consecutive 3rd down. As they are now, they are at their opponent's 31-yard line. I'm going to make a note of that to myself, just so I don't mess that up. And Arizona Reapers 1st down. Let's see what they start off here with on 1st and 10. How much time is left in the quarter? Let's see. So what I do for quarters, is I actually for the 4th quarter and the 2nd quarter, I'm much more specific on time. But for the first quarters, I just usually have about 30 plays. Usually a little bit more than 30 plays. That's typically the average plays in that quarter, so I like to stick with that. All right, here on 1st down, Red Rabbit takes the snap, and it's going to be a run to KJ Butler down the middle. He's got open field, and this is going to be a 1st down, and he's tackled there after a 12-yard gain. KJ Butler with a 12-yard run, setting his team up in great position in the red zone at the 19-yard line, as for the first time all game, one of these teams has found their way into the red zone. The interior defensive line of the Austin Bats is getting destroyed here. Gary Jordan has had a great drive here. He's been a great center for them. He had a slow start to the season, but in recent weeks he's been one of the better centers around the league. And here he makes a great play here, blocking Barry Razzo. Blocking Dan Walsh. I think they traded their interior defensive lineman Razzo. And that's going to be a red zone 1st down for Red Rabbit and the Reapers. Next snap, Red Rabbit coming out in the I formation. Gotten Daniel Ryden back there at fullback. He's typically a linebacker, but he's playing fullback for this play. And we see right behind him, we got Ivan Loktionov. We'll see after the successful run by KJ Butler what they end up doing here. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be, nope, it's a play action. Play action Ivan Loktionov as he is rolling left. Oh, and Squidward is right there, and Squidward is going to come down with the sack. That is a loss of 7 yards, knocking them out of the red zone and setting them up with a 2nd and 17. I have to make sure I write this exactly right so the script reader can pick it up. And that's going to set them up with a 2nd and 17 from the 26-yard line. Red Rabbit's coming out here in an empty backfield in the shotgun. He's got Ivan Loktionov and James Parker III out left. He's got Rio Diaz, Adam Hunter, and Poe Jordan out right. Got 5 wide. This is a big spread. That means we see 5 defensive backs in here for the Austin Bats to match that as they prepare for this very, very clear passing situation. Red Rabbit takes the snap, and he's throwing it up to the end zone to James Parker, and he's just gonna miss the mark there in the back of the end zone. James Griffin with the coverage there. James Parker actually had a step on him with the route, but Red Rabbit just barely misses that throw past him, just out of reach. That was almost a touchdown there. But this is going to set us up with a big 3rd and 17. As we know, the Reaper's kicker has struggled all year with making field goals, so they would definitely like to get closer here if they aren't going to get into the end zone. And we'll see what Red Rabbit does here, coming out wide with 4 out wide, and KJ Butler in the backfield with him. We see Bryce Willis lining up as one of the receivers right now. We see in the interior receiver slots, we see Rio Diaz and Bryce Willis with Adam Hunter and James Parker III out wide. Red Rabbit takes the snap, looks left, looks right, delivers a strike to Adam Hunter, and it's caught. Red Rabbit, and that's going to be almost a first down. They're looking at it, they're going to be reviewing it, and they're gonna rule him 1 yard short of the first down marker to Adam Hunter. And what will the Reapers do here on 4th and 1? So, because the game plan doesn't specify anything specifically to do on 4th down, they're going to be bringing out the field goal unit. They're going to be playing it safe here. And this is going to be a 38-yard field goal. And the Reaper's kicker, this is about his range. He's typically good from 38 yards, and he is good here, as they are going to take an early 3-0 lead on the Austin Bats. Just to remind everyone, the Arizona Reapers are 2-3 entering this game following a win against the Summits last week. They won 19-13, and the Austin Bats are entering this game. They are 3-2 as well, I believe. I'm gonna double check that. I don't want to be wrong. I'm gonna duplicate a tab just to keep the schedule open. Let's see. I think they're 2-3, and they're 3-2, and they're entering off of a win last week. Yeah, they beat the Rebels. Definitely, I need to check that. So yeah, the Rats are coming off a dominant win against the Rebels, and the Reapers are coming up against a solid 7-point win against the Summits. Reapers had a very tough, hard-fought, earned win there, and the Bats basically ran away with it from the jump. But the Reapers are able to strike first here on their first possession of the game. And this is going to be another kickoff by Reaper's kicker, turned by Shabazz Moses for 23 yards, setting them up at their own 31-yard line. Oh, I didn't even see it. There is a bot. Let's see. Hi, I want to offer promotion of your channel. I don't want your promotion. I'm just doing this for fun. All right, back to the game. Back away from the bots. We got Caleb Cash walking back out there. He's one of the promising players that got featured this week on my account. I made a post about him, recapping his great performance against Las Vegas Rebels last week that actually earned him his first career Team of the Week spot for the Team of the Week of Week 5. And with that, it's going to be another Caleb Stid run down the middle. This one is also successful. This one's going for 5 yards. A solid chunk gain there against an interesting Reapers front. They got some players there, but they're not the most skilled. And the interior offensive line of the Reapers with Caleb Razzo is able to contain and make enough room for Caleb Stid to pick up 5 yards. On this next play, we see Caleb Cash comes out. They're looking past. They're looking to see if they can see man. And this does not necessarily look like a man look. It looks like they're going to be blitzing here. So Caleb Cash is ready for the audible. Calls the screen. This one is going to be a screen. Caleb Cash drops back. It was a fake blitz, but they're still rolling with the screen. This one's going to Caleb Stid the second, and he's actually only going to pick up 3 yards on this play, and that's going to set up a 3rd and short. And short here for the Austin Bats. They're going to really need a strike on this one after not being able to capitalize on their first drive with a missed field goal, and then their defense unfortunately let the team down as well, as the Reapers ended up adding 3 on the board. Caleb Cash is going to be here and ready to take the ball from the I formation. We'll see what the play call is. And this is going to be a run right down the middle as Caleb Stid goes right through the line for a 3-yard gain. And this is a first down. First down for the Austin Bats. And that's going to set them up at their own 42-yard line as they are making their way slowly but surely down the field. 3 plays in, 11 yards. Caleb Cash is going to take the shotgun snap, but this is going to be a shotgun handoff to Caleb Stitt again. He's actually going to be stopped in the backfield for a 0-yard loss by Daniel Ryden. Daniel Ryden has been so huge all season for the Reapers, one of the two-headed beasts of this Reapers linebacker core featuring him and Dynamite King. Ryden's been a great run support guy. He's also been good against the pass as well. And Dynamite King, while he's been solid against the run, his main thing has been guarding the pass. They balance each other out so well, and here Daniel Ryden steps up and makes a huge play, coming in unblocked to stop Caleb Stitt on the shotgun run. This is going to give Caleb Cash a 2nd and 10. He's going to be throwing again, and he's looking towards Devontae Jones. Devontae Jones, with the mismatch, is going to come down with a 10-yard grab and get the first down with Jordan Young on him. Jordan Young on Devontae King and Devontae Jones certainly looks like a mismatch that the Reapers might want to adjust looking looking down the line in this game. Jordan Young has been now beaten by Devontae Jones on both times that Caleb Cash has looked his way. And it looks like he's been beating him even more than Caleb Cash has necessarily looked his way. So I would recommend the Cash throw to him more, but we're just going to follow the game plan. Alrighty. So now it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Austin Bats from their opponent's 48-yard line. I'll mark that down for me just so I have it. And it's going to be do they have a second running back? Because they would sub him in. Nope, it's going to be going right back to Caleb Stitt. Their workhorse of the day, and he's going to go in there for a 2-yard run, knocking them to their opponent's 46-yard line. All right, 2nd down. It looks like the Reapers are coming out in man, and it looks like they're going to be blitzing here. Reapers are ready for this one. They showed screen last time. It looks like they're going to be working this time for a bubble screen as Caleb Cash is throwing it to Shabazz Moses, who's actually open. He's got Quavo Jones on him, but Devontae Jones is able to deliver a nice block on Quavo Jones. Down the line, Shabazz Moses has some room. He's able to make Jordan Young miss. Oh, quick. Shabazz Moses has open field, and that's a big gain for Shabazz Moses on the bubble screen. He's able to gain 23 yards. Great catch and run by Shabazz Moses. And that's going to knock them to the 23-yard line. And that's going to set the Austin Bats up with another 1st down. On this next one, it's going to be another Caleb Cash drop back. Looking to throw. They've been running on every single 1st down thus far in this game, so this is a little out of the rhythm for them. He's going to throw it short to Caleb Stitt, and it's actually going to fall incomplete. Just a little bit off the mark there by Caleb Cash. And Caleb Stitt does not look like he has the necessary energy to go out there and try to make a fantastic leaping catch for the 2 yards that it looked like he could have gained there on the sideline. An incomplete pass intended for Caleb Stitt II. Going to bring them to a 2nd and 10 from their opponent's 23-yard line. We'll see what Caleb Cash does here. Caleb Cash drops back to pass. He's looking over the middle, and he's going to throw it to Jacob Necht, and this one is going to be caught for a 13-yard gain. 13 yards to Jacob Necht, and that's going to put him to the 10-yard line with a 1st down. 1st and goal with 10 yards to go. What do the Bats gonna draw up here? And Caleb Cash comes out in the I formation, takes the snap, hands it off to Caleb Stitt, goes right down the middle for a 3-yard gain. 3 yards. They're using Caleb Stitt a lot on this drive. He's definitely losing a bit of that energy, losing a bit of that burst we saw him have earlier in the game. And we see him have often. I'm sure with some rest on the sidelines, he'll be as good as new when he comes back out here. But he's definitely tiring out a bit on this drive due to the lack of a backup running back there. Caleb Cash is going to take this snap from 2nd and 7 from the shotgun. He's going to be forced to go right by Andrew Tate, blitzing from the left side. He's going to be going right, and he's going to be running it, and Caleb Cash is going to run out of bounds 4 yards forward from the line of scrimmage to set up a 3rd and 3 from the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line, I should say. And we see Caleb Cash coming out here in the I formation. As a response, the Bats come out here showing with a 7-man front with their safeties playing up and ready to stop the run. Caleb Cash takes the snap, hands it off. Nope, it's a fake to Caleb Stead. He's looking. He's delivering a strike that Sorrow got to, and it's dropped. It hits him right in the numbers, but Sorrow got to, unfortunately, does drop the pass. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. And Wes Bergman is going to trot out there for his 3rd field goal of the day. This one from 21 yards. 21-yard field goal is up, and it's good. And we have a tie ball game at 3-3. I'm going to count the plays real quick to see if the first quarter is coming to an end soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And that field goal is up and good. And Wes Bergman is going to kick it off. This is the first kickoff by Wes Bergman all day. Kickoff is returned by... Who do they got returning kicks? They got Jaden Jackson returning kicks. Jaden Jackson's been one of the worst returners all season long. They threw him in there at the kick returner last season. They haven't changed that yet. And he continues to disappoint with that. And we run to the 17... to the 16-yard line. And with that, the quarter is over. So that is the conclusion of the first quarter. Yep, I'm going to do the second quarter of this game first. And then I'm going to do, so I'm going to get the halftime of this game. And then I'm going to get to halftime of the next game. Then I'm going to check the activity in both the group chats real quick. Check for adjustments. And then we'll be good to finish both of the games. But first, we're going to get the halftime in both of them. So this has been a really good game so far. We can even check on the stats. So you guys can know what we're working with so far, how everyone has done thus far. Here we go. See, thus far in the first quarter. Oh, I did something wrong. Let's see. Where did I mess something up? Deflected away. Yeah, it's right here. Deflected away. Bye. Whoopsies. My bad, y'all. Oh, I did that. I forgot that for both of them. Whoops. Okay. Sorry. Now that'll be all good, and we can check the stats of these guys thus far in the game. And as you can see, so far, Caleb Stead already with 7 carries for 20 yards, having a tough day, being given a lot of carries for the first quarter. Right now, he's on pace to get 28 on the game. Caleb Cash has looked pretty nice so far, despite the low completion percentage. He's got that 71-yard passing yards. Red Rabbit with 36 yards so far. He's looked solid. Definitely not like he's looked earlier in the season. Both QBs with a carry themselves. Red Rabbits was a little more productive. Oops, I want that back to 100. And we're ready to get to the second quarter of this game. As this one's going to start with a Red Rabbit drop back. He's going to look towards Bryce Willis, and this one is dropped, deflected away by linebacker Dawson Davison. All right, Red Rabbit's going to drop back to pass. He's going to look short, throw it a dump off to KJ Butler. He's going to be able to pick up 4 yards, as that is better than nothing. Nothing was developing on that play, and KJ Butler is able to make a little bit something out of nothing, as the tackle is made by Landon Razal, the linebacker. Here we got a 3rd and 6 from the 20-yard line. The Reapers in not good starting field position for their circumstances. Red Rabbit is going to drop back to pass. Squidward is providing a lot of pressure from the right. Red Rabbit is going to have to go run left again. He's got Roman Frost, who's getting great blocking on Dom Bomb out there. Red Rabbit is going to have a bit of time to look, and he's going to deliver a strike, 11-yard strike to Rio Diaz. That one's caught, and he's going to get about 4 yards after the catch for a Arizona Reapers first down. There you go. Red Rabbit able to move away and evade in the pocket despite the great pressure by Squidward. Look over the middle, find Rio Diaz, who's able to make a little bit more out of that 11-yard catch with the 4 yards after the catch. They're attacking the linebackers well. Red Rabbit is going to take the snap again. This one's a handoff to KJ Butler. He's going down the outside towards Squidward, and this one is stopped for a 1-yard run. A quick sip of water. Alrighty. Red Rabbit drops back to pass again on 2nd and 9 from their own 36-yard line. Red Rabbit looks. He's looking deep to Adam Hunter. And this one is caught by Adam Hunter with Dalton Walker with who's on him? With Casey Brooks on him. And that is going to be a 34-yard passing catch to Adam Hunter from Red Rabbit, delivering an absolute strike. Looking really good on that one. The offensive line blocked well. Squidward was not able to get loose like he has been so many times this game, and the interior line did not provide any pressure, and Red Rabbit was able to deliver a deep strike to Adam Hunter, who's been really good these past few weeks after a little bit of a rough season last season. He has looked really good here in the early half of this season. Red Rabbit takes the snap, looks to throw. It's gonna be another pass, and this one is going to Poe Jordan, and this one is incomplete, knocked away by Jalen Sink. Oh, oops. I definitely marked that wrong. Incomplete pass to Poe Jordan, deflected away by Jalen Sink. Alright, cool. Red Rabbit takes the snap. It's a play action to KJ Butler. He instantly rolls left. Looking. Squidward is taking charge. Don Bomb gets off of Roman Frost and is also heading towards him. And Red Rabbit is going to have to throw this one out of bounds, away from harm. Incomplete pass. They're going to say that this one is intended for James Parker III, as he was the closest receiver in the area. Here on 3rd down, Red Rabbit is going to take the snap. It's in the shotgun. He's got Quavo Jones out right with Poe Jordan. He's got Adam Hunter, James Parker, and Rio Diaz out left. But he's looking left. He's staring down left. A common rookie mistake. Looks like he wants Rio Diaz. He's going to throw it to Rio Diaz, and Rio Diaz is going to come down with it. That is a 12-yard passing catch to Rio Diaz. Making a rookie mistake there, seemingly. Staring down his receiver. But the Austin Bats defense is not able to capitalize as Rio Diaz makes the catch. And with that, they are going to be at their... They're going to be at their own 18-yard line. In the red zone once again. The Reapers have found a home here as they've been very productive moving the football offensively. They've definitely been very effective with their deep passes. Adam Hunter has played a key role in this game already. 2 catches, 50 yards. And we'll see what Red Rabbit has in store for us here, as Rio Diaz has also been pretty key. He's coming up with his second third down conversion of the drive. Red Rabbit takes the snap from the shotgun. It's a run to Ivan Loktunov, and he's going to gain maybe 1 yard on that one or 0. They're going to rule that 1 yard gain. And that's going to set us up with a 2nd and 9. Red Rabbit's going to take the snap once again. He's looking left, looking right. And he's going to throw. And he's going to hit Rio Diaz over the middle. Oh, and that one is overthrown just slightly. Incomplete pass intended for Rio Diaz. All right, Red Rabbit's taking the snap again from 3rd and 9, going from the shotgun. He's got 5 wide. We see Bryce Willis in there. We haven't seen him in the game all that much today. He's in there again. We see Poe Jordan out right with Adam Hunter, Rio Diaz, and James Parker III out left. Red Rabbit takes the snap, looks right, looks left, throws it to the end zone. He's got James Parker III, who completely burned James Griffin. He's wide open. That is a wide open 17-yard strike to James Parker III. That is our first touchdown of the ball game. And now the score is 3-9. What a play by James Parker. Hits him with a stop and go, and James Griffin absolutely bites on the fake curl, and he just leaves him dusted as he moves towards the end zone. A typical red zone threat. Has looked very good in this one, making his second grab, and this one puts him in the end zone for 6. James Parker III has been very good these last few weeks. He's definitely making a name for himself here in the early going of his career. The Reaper's kicker comes out for the extra point, and it is good. With the no wind, the wind doesn't affect it much. And they have a 7-point lead, as Reaper's kicker is kickoff to Shabazz Moses. And this one's going to be returned for 20 yards to their own 28-yard line. Let's see. All right. Caleb Cash starting this drive out. I'm going to start this one off by giving it to Caleb Stidd, who's going to get a nice 6-yard run on the play. Caleb Cash takes the snap. And this is going to be an incomplete pass intended for Shabazz Moses. Quavo Jones on coverage there, playing well, in great position, and does not allow Shabazz Moses to make a great catch, having to come back for the ball. And that's going to fall incomplete. They're going to be breaking out one of their plays here. This is going to be a setup slip screen to Caleb Stidd from Caleb Cash. And that's going to be pick up 10 yards on the play for a first down. So first down for the Reapers. And they're going to hand it off to Stidd again. He's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. Caleb Cash is going to drop back. Look for Tisharu Getsu. And he's going to catch this one for a nice 6-yard gain. And that's going to set him up with a 3rd and 2 from their own. From their opponent's. From their opponent's 48-yard line as they've crossed onto the other side of the field. And I'll write that down. Give myself a little note there. That's going to bring Caleb Cash up for a very important 3rd and 2. They're going to need this one. They're going to need some points on this drive as to ensure that the Reapers aren't able to take any bigger of a lead. They're looking for a touchdown, but they definitely want a field goal. Caleb Cash is in the shotgun here, takes the snap, It's a play action to Caleb Stidd. He's looking. He's looking. He's going to chuck this one to Devontae Jones, medium to deep range. And Devontae Jones is going to come down with it. And he's going to break the tackle of Jordan Young. Oh, he's got extra yards. Oh, Dalton Walker III is going to have to catch up to him after a very big gain of 39 yards. Huge play there by Devontae Jones as the secondary of the Reapers just absolutely falls apart there. And that's going to take them all the way down to the 9-yard line. Caleb Stitt is going to get another carry here. And he's going to get forward for a 1-yard run as Daniel Ryden steps up and makes a big tackle to hold Caleb Stitt, the star running back, to a very short gain. As the Reapers defense has done a great job of containing Caleb Stitt all day long, prepared for the runs. But the passing game of the Bats has started to heat up here in the second quarter, as Caleb Cash is going to drop back to pass once again here on 2nd and 9 from their own 8-yard line, or 2nd and 8 from their own 8-yard line. So 2nd and goal. He's looking end zone, He's going to throw it to Hunter Butler, and this one is caught. Caught for a touchdown. Caleb Cash to Hunter Butler for the first time all season in Hunter Butler's very first game as a member of the Austin Bats, and this one is going to go for 6. Dynamite King was looking at Sargatu on the drag route over the middle. Daniel Ryden was already playing up, being ready for the run, playing aggressive. And Hunter Butler just slips in there a little bit behind, is able to make a great catch at the back of the end zone. Uncontested. Touchdown, Bats. Wes Bergman comes out for the extra point, and the extra point is good. And that's going to tie this game up at 10 apiece. This has been a great game so far. Every time one team scores, the other team has been able to strike back and tie this one up. It looks like we are in for a very good one here as Wes Bergman kicks the ball off from the 40, or from the 30. And this kickoff is returned by Jaden Jackson for a touchback. Let me see how far we are into this quarter here. All right, there's about 4 minutes to go in the quarter. There's definitely still time to drive down the field and add to this lead for the Reapers. That's certainly what Red Rabbit's looking to do as he enters the field alongside of his very trusty receivers thus far in the game and on the season. James Parker III, Adam Hunter, Rio Diaz, their big three. Red Rabbit takes the snap, looks right towards Adam Hunter, throws it to Adam Hunter, and this one is deflected away. Red Rabbit's pass deflected away, intended for Adam Hunter, and it's going to be deflected away by Casey Brooks. Red Rabbit's going to drop back, look for the short drag route to Bryce Willis. He's going to hit him on the go. Bryce Willis is going to catch it. He's going to get popped over the middle by linebacker Dawson Davidson. Oh, and the ball is loose. People are jumping on it, and that one's going to be Bats ball. Landon Razzo picks up the ball. Wow. What is a 3-yard pass to Bryce Willis turns into a disaster for the Reapers at their own 28-yard line, giving the Bats excellent field position. Landon Razzo recovers fumble by Bryce Willis, forced by Dawson Davison. What a hit by Dawson Davison, giving him an absolute strike over the middle, punishing him for entering his territory. And Bryce Willis just never looked like he had great possession of that ball. Got it, pulled it down, had the 2 feet down, but just was definitely not ready, completely wavered by the absolute blow he got over the middle. And that's going to be a 0-yard gain as Landon Rosario was able to dive on the ball, but not able to pick up any yards following the fumble. And that's going to bring Caleb Cash back out onto the field First play is going to be a 4-yard run by Caleb Stid. Time up. Let's see. How do you do this? I would quit by now to my B typing for MW. What, I don't quite get what you're saying. And then time left. There was 4 minutes to go here, so there is about 3 minutes to go in the game. Now with running clock following the Caleb Stid, time is definitely ticking down to about 2:45 for this next snap. Caleb Cash is going to take the snap though. It's going to be a pass. This will give the ball opportunity for the clock to stop, and Caleb Cash is going to deliver a 12-yard strike to Devontae Jones. That's going to set them up at the 12-yard line, as it's going to be about 2:20 left to go. Caleb Cash is getting the offense ready. They're in the huddle. They're breaking loose with about 2:10 left. Looks like they're going to be able to get the final play off before the 2-minute warning. Caleb Cash is going to take the snap. Looks left. Looks right. Tries to see if he can squeeze it in there. He cannot. Let's see. He's going to throw it to Jacob Neck, and this one's going to be deflected away by Dalton Walker III. And even with the incompletion, that is going to bring up the 2-minute warning with 1:59 left on the clock. And they're going to have the ball from the 12-yard line on 2nd and 10. Caleb Cash is going to take the snap from the shotgun. And he's going to look. He's going to throw this one. He's going to throw this one to Caleb Stid, who's able to pick up a solid 5 yards on the play on the check down to bring up 3rd and 5. No teams are going to call a timeout, as the Bats go to the huddle, try to make sure that they get this one right. The Reapers also huddling up. They want to ensure that they limit the lead for the Bats to nothing more than 3. Caleb Cash takes the snap out of the shotgun, and he's looking, and he's going to throw it to Shabazz Moses, and this one is deflected away by Quavo Jones. Shabazz Moses tried to get him with a stop and go, hit him deep over the shoulder. Quavo Jones able to make a nice leap to deflect the ball away just barely, so Shabazz Moses was never even able to get a hand on it. And that's going to bring up 4th and 5. All right, and that's going to bring Wes Bergman out onto the field to kick the field goal. And that is going to be, let's see, a 25-yard field goal. Oh, wait, how? That's going to be 26-yard field goal. Wait, let me double check this. No, it's going to be 27-yard field goal, and it is going to be good by Wes Bergman. And that is going to push the score to 13-10. Wes Bergman's kickoff. Turned by Jaden Jackson for 16 yards to their own 17-yard line. A tough return by Jaden Jackson, not very productive, as Red Rapids going to have a very long way to go if they want to add to this lead. Red Rapids going to take the shotgun snap, going to throw it to Poe Jordan, and it's going to go through his hands and incomplete. Red Rapids going to take the snap again. Looking deep. He's looking deep for Adam Hunter. He's going to throw it deep. And this one is going to be deflected away by Jalen Singh. Incomplete pass intended for Adam Hunter, deflected away by their safety, Jalen Singh. Nice. Alrighty. Fred Rabbit from the shotgun. Gonna take the snap. He's looking for Rio Diaz over the middle. He's gonna deliver it, and it's gonna be to Rio Diaz over the middle for 24 yards. But he is not gonna be able to get out of bounds. The Arizona Reapers are going to have to burn a timeout here to ensure that the clock keeps as much time left as possible, being that there is already there is 38 seconds left to go. So Red Rabbit's going to take the shotgun snap again. He's going to be looking towards Adam Hunter. He is not open. He's going to have to check it down to KJ Butler. He's able to get 7 yards before he runs out of bounds to stop the clock. Red Rabbit's going to take the snap again. He's looking towards Rio Diaz over the middle, lined up from the slot, but he's not going to be able to get available. But he's going to have James Parker a little bit deeper. He's going to throw that one to him, and that is caught for 20 yards. 20 yards to James Parker the third, as he is able to once again make another great route on James Griffin and just make himself available. A quick timeout by the Arizona Reapers is going to stop the clock. And that's going to leave us with 20 seconds left to go on the play, or following the play. The Reapers now only have one timeout left, but they have gotten a solid chunk of yards despite the awful field position to start the drive. They've gained 51 total yards on this drive, which has set them up here at their opponent's 32-yard line. They're looking for a final strike to at least get their kicker in field goal range. A 50-yarder would probably be tough for him, as that would be a season long, all season. Red Rabbit is going to look over the middle, and he's going to throw it to Bryce Willis, who drops the ball. That might even be for the best, as we remember he had the fumble earlier in the game. That was not a good look for Bryce. And he does look a little scared there on the play. Red Rabbit is going to take the snap again, and he's going to look towards Quavo Jones, the cornerback who's in there. And Quavo Jones is going to come down with it for an 11-yard gain. And the Arizona Reapers are going to choose to stop the clock on this one with 3 seconds to go. Give their kicker time to kick a game-tying field goal here to conclude the second half. Let's see, they gain. This is going to be a 39-yard field goal. They don't have the wind as they started. I'm pretty sure I'll double check that. Yep, Reapers do not have the wind anymore. But with the lack of wind in Flagstaff, Arizona today, that shouldn't be a problem. And Reapers kicker is going to boot it through to tie up this game as the second half, or the first half, has concluded. All right, I'm curious. What do you guys think so far of that first half? So this is how I always do the games. So I'm just curious how you guys liked it. Like the style. Um, as you can see, the script document for this season is 238 pages long. There's been a lot of scripting, and we're only in week 6. If we go to like last year's, what was last year's? Season 5. That one ended up being let's see how long that one ended up being. That one ended up being definitely longer than that. This is only the regular season. It's still loading up. What's up, Shirk? How are you doing today? So yeah, I'm curious what you guys think of the script so far. That was that's how I do the scripts. So let's see. Last season's up. It's still loading. That seems right. Yeah, 458. So we're already at halfway last season. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, a great first half has concluded as we got a tie game in Flagstaff, Arizona, with the Austin Bats and Arizona Reapers both with 13 apiece. Let's quickly take a look at those first half stats for everyone. See how everyone's doing in this game. Um, Let's see. I know Adam Hunter has about 2 catches for 50 yards. He's had a big day. Red Rabbits look pretty good, especially in the second half. What's wrong with this one? Oh, I forgot another deflected away by. Tragic. Let me fix that. To Jalen Singh. Come on, Jalen. And now I think the formula of that is all right. And let's see. So yeah, Caleb Stids had a rough day as the Arizona Reapers defense has totally come prepared for him. He's made up for it a bit through the passing game with his 3 grabs for 18 yards, but a rough rushing day so far with 11 carries for 33 yards, just averaging 3 yards a carry. Red Rabbit and Caleb Cash both look good through the air, especially in the second quarter there, both delivering touchdown strikes. Um, with Cashes going to Hunter Butler in the back of the end zone, and Red Rabbits going to James Parker the third on a quick stop and go route where he completely burned James Griffin. Quavo Jones has looked great in coverage in his revenge game against the Austin Bats, and on the vice versa, he's been guarding Shabazz Moses, and he's looked pretty good against Shabazz Moses, who has had a quieter revenge game in this one thus far. A lot can change in the second half. We'll just have to see what both teams do for adjustments and see what happens from there. And with that being said, it looks like we can get into our second game of this doubleheader, going over to London to watch the Warriors versus the Monarchs. And with this, there is going to be a post, so I'm going to make the post real quick. So I have to post the first half, so it's going to be a little bit of a quiet. I may have to be a little bit quieter for a second here just because I'm going to be focusing on just making this post. But I can keep the chat open. Good. Glad to hear it. Yup, game time. It's London Monarchs vs Barcelona Warriors. This is the probably the better of the two games. It's definitely gonna be. It's set to be a very interesting one. Both teams are 4-1, and both of those teams' only losses thus far has been to the Japan Nobunaga. So Warriors at the London Monarchs. All right. Stream notification update, and I'm just getting this first quarter post or this first half post out there for the Bats versus the Reapers. It's been a very good first half so far. A very interesting first half so far. A lot going on. Just 3-3 after the first quarter, but then both teams dropping 10 apiece in the second. Let me find the post. There it is. And awesome. And the post should be being live momentarily. You guys can follow along with that, of course, on our Instagram at deli.league. I assume most of you here, if not all of you here, already know that that is our primary platform where we host this league. But we are trying out Twitch today. We're going to see how it goes, see how you guys like it. See if you guys enjoy it, and if you do, we can definitely do this more often. Again, this is just how I script anyway, so it's not really any burden to add or for me to go live and do this. I guess it's a lot to talk a lot, but I'm sure I can get better at that as time goes on. Because honestly, this is just all what I'm thinking to myself in my head, anyways. So it's not like saying it out loud is really changing too much. Let's see, and the second, hopefully that copied, and let's see, the second quarter gonna get out there. Yup, it is, and first half has officially been posted for the Bats versus the Reapers, and I'm gonna post the promising player from this next game, Barcelona Warriors at London Monarchs, and our promising player to watch of this game is Azpaz Reed. He looked really good last week in a W that the team had against the let's see who they were against the Pistons. Oh yeah, that's right, in that blowout 25-point win. against the So yeah, Aspaz Reed was dominant playing deep last week against the Berlin Pistons in their 25-point win. How will Reed resume his dominant season this week in one of the team's biggest matchups of the season? And that is the question that we will have answered very soon for us, as the first half is almost going to get on your way. Finishing up the post, and then we'll be good to go and start in this game. All right, all right. Boom. Oh, that's the third quarter. Okay, so the Monarchs wanted the tails and defer, but they are technically the home. So if there's any Warriors representatives here, anyone on the Barcelona Warriors who would like to call the coin toss, now is the time. You can call the coin toss. I'll give you guys a moment to call the coin toss if you would like. And if not, we'll get right on to the game. I guess that first half took a bit longer because I'm saying everything I'm doing too. I'm just gonna. I think I'm just gonna, because I know Twitch chat is on a bit of a delay. I'm just gonna use the call that we got before. The Monarchs want to call tails and defer. See what the coin toss is gonna be. Monarchs call tails. Call is gonna be heads. But luckily for the Monarchs, the Warriors are going to choose to receive anyway. So the Monarchs will be getting the ball in the third quarter like they wanted anyway. And the Barcelona Warriors will start off with the ball. Let me go to get the Warriors and the Monarchs. And that's going to be Tio Diaz kicking off to Jerry Pringle Jr. Well, we got showers and slight winds today. The showers not quite started yet, but the plan is for them to start midway through the first quarter and run through about halftime. And then we see the showers going to be returning later in the day, about in the fourth quarter, for the remainder of the game. Then, unless we hit overtime, in which case we expect the rain to light up about 3 to 4 minutes into overtime. Tio Diaz kickoff returned by Dustin Fulton. Oh, nope. By Jerry Pringle Jr. for a touchback. Oh, not for a touchback, for a touchback. Gotta put the system in right, or as you guys saw for the Bats game, yeah, it won't read it if I don't write it exactly in the right way. All right, and this is So yep, to start the game, we're gonna see Josiah Nzinga come out to start the game here for the Barcelona Warriors. We'll quickly do a nice check. We'll check how he's doing on the season, as he's been one of the better players in the whole league. Last year's Rookie of the Year. He's been great rushing the football, but the number one thing we've seen from him this year has been the improvement throwing the ball, specifically his improvising ability. He's been very good, very mobile, and he's avoided sacks like crazy. With the great offensive tackles that the Barcelona Warriors have on this team, it has been quite the problem for teams to be able to make their move and get to the quarterback. Because if they even get past Lauder Brown and Marvin Mintz, they've had to deal with the legs of Josiah Nzinga, and sometimes even Khalid Musa as a blocker, despite him not being a very good blocker, being very undersized at 5'9" and pretty light for his position. But even the extra blocking has been able to help and delay and make Josiah Nzinga one of the least sacked quarterbacks in the league thus far. Alrighty. Josiah Nzinga walking out here, Khalid Musa to his side. We see Jerry Pringle Jr. out wide with Theo King and the newly acquired Jaheim Turner. They just got him last week from the Cape Town Crusaders. we see two new acquisitions for the Barcelona Warriors debuting in this one. Jaheim Turner, the only offensive new addition that's coming out here now. And the first play is going to be a pass. Josiah Nzinga looking around, delivering a strike to Jerry Pringle Jr. And this one is going to be deflected away by Tarquavian Barrett. Complete pass intended for Jerry Pringle, deflected away by Tarquavian Barrett. Oh, I forgot the right deflected away. All right, and that's going to bring Josiah Nzinga back out in the shotgun. He's got Khalid Musa to his right. He's got Jaheim Turner and Jerry Pringle Jr. to his left, both riding up together near each other as wideouts. And over on the right, we see Theo King alone, basically on an island. We'll see if anything creative happens here with him. Monarchs front is out there and call height. The interior of the line is looking good as Roberto Orange gets through the middle on the stunt by Saul Goodman. Roberto Orange is running towards Nzinga. Nzinga runs right away from everyone to his strong side. He has to deal with Braden Taylor, but it's easily able to get away from Braden Taylor. He's looking down the line, and he's going to try to throw a curl route to Theo King that's going to fall incomplete. As he had Theo King potentially open, but just a little bit of a shaky throw there by Josiah Nzinga. Very phased by the pressure coming from the interior. Was not ready to have to escape the pocket that quickly. The play did not develop much, and Nzinga was forced to make a bad throw by Roberto Orange and Braden Taylor, who he ran into when he was running to the right, running to Marvin Mintz's side. Nzinga is going to take the snap on 3rd and 10 from their own 25. Takes the snap, looks right towards Theo King, looks left, throws it to Thanos Metcalf, and he's got him over the middle. As Thanos Metcalf is going to pick up a 12-yard gain. Despite both linebackers dropping back into coverage on the passing down, we see Duke Crew and Landon Lewick both drop back into coverage. Thanos Metcalf was able to get in between them, get into the middle, in the sidelines, or in between the. Wow, terminology is blanking right now. In between the hash lines, and gets in there for a 12-yard catch, 0 yards after the catch. We look in this game, we see that besides Coach Baez, who led the team in activity, we see Jerry Pringle as the second most active one on that roster, followed by Walker, then followed by Fulton. Sorry, it was followed by Fulton, and then followed by Walker, then followed by Fulton. And then over for the Monarchs, we see on the activity chart, we see Smith leading the way, followed by Mr. Butler, followed by their head coach, Bill O'Brien. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins this one. The activity is pretty similar. Pretty balanced activity. The Warriors had more a total quantity of players being active, but it looks like the Monarchs had made up for that with their quality or their amount of people and how active the amount of people they had were active. This is a totally about a 300 to 300 activity score here for both these teams, which is very good. So we definitely are going to have a really good game in front of us, in store for us, as the Warriors pick up the first down of the game on the 12-yard completion to Thanos Metcalf. Josiah Nzinga is going to take the snap from the I formation. It's going to be a handoff to Khalid Musa, and he's going to pick up 3 yards on the play. Josiah Nzinga takes the snap from the shotgun, looks over the middle to Thanos Metcalf. Duke Trio looks like he's got that covered. Nope, he's on delayed blitz. Josiah Nzinga is going to have to release this one to Jerry Pringle. Jerry Pringle is going to come down with the catch. That's going to be 17 yards to Jerry Pringle. And that is another Barcelona Warriors first down. As after the rough first 2 plays, the Warriors have really found their footing offensively and have now picked up 2 first downs in the last 3 plays, as Josiah Nzinga has been moving this ball. Josiah Nzinga takes the snap once again. It's a play action to Khalid Musa. He's looking towards Theo King. He's looking towards Jerry Pringle. He's looking towards Jaheim Turner. He's going to scramble away left, scramble towards Jamal King. He's going to be able to beat him out left. He's past the line of scrimmage. He's running, and that's going to be an 11-yard run for Josiah Nzinga, picking up another first down for the Barcelona Warriors as this offense is moving. All right, we see Josiah Nzinga coming back out there in the shotgun. He's got Khalid Musa to his right. We see Thanos Metcalf to the right with Theo King wide. And we see Jaheim Turner on the inside to the left. And we see Jerry Pringle Jr. out wide left. Josiah Nzinga takes the snap. He's looking towards a drag to Jaheim Turner. He throws it. Jaheim Turner catches it. And he's able to get a solid amount of yards after the catch as he runs right past Dre Delgado. As unfortunately, Dre Delgado did not have the speed to keep up with Turner on that because he was just not in the right positioning to guard the drag route, as Jaheim Turner is able to pick up 16 yards as the Warriors continue to march down the field on the Monarchs. This does not look good for the Monarchs. They're going to need a big play if they want to stop the Warriors' offenses. Look so good in these past 5 plays. It's going to be another run to Khalid Musa, and he's going to pick up 6 yards as the effectiveness of the passing had distracted the Monarchs as they were not prepared for the run. And it's gonna be 2nd and 4 from the from the 10-yard line. Let's see what the Josiah Nzinga and the Warriors have planned. Josiah takes the snap in the shotgun, looks right, looks left, throws it to Thanos Metcalf, and this one's going to be batted away by Duke Creel. As finally, for the first time in many plays, the London Monarchs defense is going to stop Josiah Nzinga from completing a pass. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 from the 10-yard line as Josiah Nzinga is going to take the snap, look right to where Jerry Pringle is, look left, but he's going to throw it short over the middle to Theo King. He's going to catch the number in the hash lines for he's close to the end zone, but he's going to get 2 yards short as an 8-yard gain to Theo King is going to pull the team up with 1st and goal from the 2-yard line as the Warriors offense has looked really good thus far in the game. It's going to be another run for Khalid Musa down the middle, but this one is stopped short and behind the line of scrimmage by the dominant rookie all year long, Roberto Orange, who's really made an impact for himself early in the season and really quickly making a name for himself. Here we go on 2nd and 3, 2nd and goal. Josiah Nzinga steps back in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks right, looks left, throws down the middle to Thanos Metcalf, deflected away by Landon Luuk. All right, and now we got 3rd and 3. This could be one of the biggest plays of the game, but we just don't know it yet. 3rd and 3 from the goal line. Warriors really want a touchdown here to set the tone for this game. They take the snap. Zinga's got it. He's scrambling left. He's going to run with it. Jamal King is going to get there, though, and he gets past the line of scrimmage, but Zinga's going to get brought down after 1 or 2 yards. They're going to call it a 1-yard run, and that's going to set them up with 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. And we're going to see Aaron Ramsdale, the newly acquired kicker, trot out there for a 20-yard field goal. The kick is up, and the kick is good as we have a 3-0 game here. Aaron Ramsdale knocks in the first points of the game for the Barcelona Warriors. And the kickoff by Aaron Ramsdale is going to be kickoff return by Dustin Fulton for 23 yards to their own. How's the wind looking? To their own open, and they don't have the wind with them right now. This one's going to be returned to their own 29-yard line setting the Monarchs up in pretty good position, fairly good position to start their drive, as Koshko Romanowski is going to walk out there to take his first snap of the game. Let's take a quick peek at Koshko Romanowski and how he's done on the season so far. He's been really good so far. Completion percentage definitely leaves a little bit to be desired, but overall here in his third season, not much more you can ask for him. He's led the Monarchs to their best start in many years, with their only loss being to the Japan Nobunaga, coming just a few yards short of potentially winning that game. An end of game collapse there, or not really collapse, but end of game time mismanagement did end up hurting the Monarchs in that one. But that was totally a winnable game, and they're definitely going to look to get their revenge when the Nobunaga come to town, come into London themselves, because that was a road game for them. Over here we see their player to watch this week, Keegan Wilson. He's been pretty good on the season. Actually lacks a touchdown, which is pretty surprising for how dominant he's been. His yards per carry has been pretty high. And this first play is actually going to go to Keegan Wilson, as he's going to be able to get 0 yards, but not tackled behind the line of scrimmage. But a great play there by Jerry Cook in the middle, just being able to eat up blockers, eat up Cannon Calratis, the center of the London Monarchs, and get through that, get through the guard, and hold Keegan Wilson where he ran for a gain of, or for no gain at all, but not a loss. Koshko Romanowski is going to take the ball on first down, on second down. He's looking, and he's going to throw this one to Bob Smith, and this one's caught by Bob Smith, and that's going to be a 13-yard gain to Bob Smith. Koshko Romanowski is coming out in the shotgun again. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look left. He's looking for Dustin Fulton. He doesn't have him. He's going to throw this one to Jack Avery over the middle. He's got Jack Avery open. Catches the ball 12 yards out, but he's got 10 yards after the catch, and that's going to be a 22-yard gain for Jack Avery and the London Monarchs offense, as they are very quickly right over midfield and threatening the score already on the Barcelona Warriors, as the Barcelona Warriors defense has been picked apart early by this passing attack. Bob Smith and Jack Avery both making very big plays. Koshko Romanowski takes the snap, looks right, and he's going to throw this one to Jose Aldo, and this one is going to be dropped by Jose Aldo. Or not really dropped, but wasn't in the best position for it and isn't able to make the toughest catch there. And they're going to rule this one officially as drop. Complete pass intended for Jose Aldo. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from their own from their opponent's 36-yard line. All right, Koshko Romanowski's going to take the snap from the shotgun again. No one in the backfield. He's got 5 wide with 2 tight ends in there and 3 wide receivers. It's a common formation we see for this Monarchs offense. He's going to throw it to Bob Smith over the middle. He's going to get the ball for 18 yards, as the Monarchs offense has basically walked down this field. And that is going to put them to their own 18-yard line. I'm going to write that down just so I don't take forever to count going forward. And the London Monarchs have got the ball at their own 18-yard line. Koshko Romanowski is going to take the snap from the shotgun, play action to Keegan Wilson, as they got 2 receivers in there and 2 tight ends, going with the 2 tight ends set again. He's going to pump fake it to Jose Aldo over the middle. He's going to look deep for Dustin Fulton. Corbin Fulton Jr. is all over him. He's going to have to be forced to dump it off short to Keegan Wilson, who's actually able to make something out of nothing and get 6 yards here on this check down pass to bring up a 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4, Koshko Romanowski is going to take the snap, hand it off to Keegan Wilson, who's able to get 2 yards down the middle, but is ultimately stopped by Luke Castle III, collapsing in from his double team and able to make the stop. He had the help from the tight end, but going inside, he's able to get away from the tight end, away from the double team, and make a great play, stopping Keegan Wilson for a very short gain. Koshko Romanowski is going to take the snap on 3rd and 2 from their own 10-yard line and take the snap. He's going to look towards Rio Tops, looking towards eyeing him down. He's going to throw it over the middle to Rio Tops, and that is going to be caught by Rio Tops, and that is going to be a nope. They're going to rule him just short there and rule him down at the 1. As that is a tough break for the London Monarchs offense and Rio Tops, as they rule him just short. But they're going to say his knee was down before the ball crossed the goal line, and that's going to bring us to a 2nd and 1 or a 1st and 1 from the goal line. Koshko Romanowski is going to take the snap. Oh, and he's going to jump over the pile, and that is a 1-yard touchdown. Koshko Romanowski hits them with the QB sneak that he's been so effective at early in his career, and that is going to give the London Monarchs the lead off of the QB sneak. Koshko Romanowski lined up in the goal line package and just jumped over the top. Touchdown, London Monarchs. And with that being said, Tio Diaz is going to come out for the extra point, and the extra point is good, as the rain is really starting to pick up here in London, as the London Monarchs have struck first, or first into the end zone to take a nice 4-point lead here when they kick the ball back off to Jerry Pringle. Let me check on our time here. How much? All right, we got about 1 minute here left in this half. When Jerry Pringle is going to return this one for a touchback. I guess let me check the chat. I haven't checked the chat in a while. Hello, hello. Is there an app? We're actually working on our app, but is there like an application to join the league? Then yes, definitely. Well, assuming that's what you're asking. Hello, Pure Creation. What's up? What's up, Walker? How are you doing? How do you see all this? Are you commentating all this on the spot? Yep, I am commentating all this on the spot. This is basically just what I do every game for the scripts, because it is a script league. I have activity ratings right next to me that I can share. You're actually like Walker. You tested. You got an activity score of 30, and that put you as 2nd place on your team, just behind Jerry Pringle. Not counting the Warriors owner, Baez, who had the highest score, but that only matters for team activity in general. And then if we check the Monarchs, their highest scorer was Deli X Smith. He had an activity score of 34. Alrighty. Hey, I'm gonna quickly take. See, I want to go take a break to blow my nose real quick, but I don't really have a good method to do that, so I'm just gonna go silent for a second, and you might hear me blow my nose in the background. Alright, y'all, I'm back. And Jerry Pringle has just returned this kickoff for a touchback. And the first play of this drive is going to be a Josiah Nzinga drop back. He's going to look short. He's going to check it down to Khalid Musa for a 7-yard pickup. As the play there looked to be like a short pass to Khalid Musa, as he checked it off to him pretty quickly. Didn't really let his other routes develop. That has been a problem about Nzinga in the past. He doesn't really let his routes develop to necessarily the best of his ability. Tries to make a play pretty quickly. Not many flaws you can find in last year's Rookie of the Year winner, but that might be a nitpick one that we can pick at. Josiah Nzinga is going to drop back the pass again on 2nd and 3. He's going to look right towards Thanos Metcalf. He doesn't have him. He's going to throw this one deep to Jerry Pringle, and this one's going to be deflected away by Tarquavian Barrett. Knocked to the ground. All right, Josiah Zing is going to drop back to pass again on here on 3rd and 3. Looking from the shotgun, looking short to Theo King. He's going to deliver a strike to him. Hits him right in the numbers, but he's going to make the catch and not be able to get any yards after the catch. But the 6-yard pass to Theo King on the drag route from his wide out spot out right is going to be enough for the first down. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Zinga's going to hand the ball off to Khalid Musa, and he's going to bounce out left towards Lardo Brown, try to get around Jamal King to the outside. He's only going to be able to gain 2 yards here, setting him up with a 2nd and 8. Josiah Zinga's going to take the snap once again. He's going to look towards Jerry Pringle. He's going to look to Jaheim Turner, looking deep down the right side. And he's just going to overthrow Jaheim Turner. Not really overthrow him, but throw the ball out of bounds just past him. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. As the newly acquired Jaheim Turner still looking to know the playbook to the best of his ability. Seemed to have a simple fly route there. Lining up against Dre Delgado, but Dre Delgado able to get his footwork better this time than we did on that first one. And he's able to be in good enough positioning, and the throw just wasn't on the money anyway, regardless. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 from the 40, from their own 40-yard line. Josiah Zinga going to take the snap from the shotgun. Looks left towards Jerry Pringle. He's staring him down. He's looking right towards Theo King. He's going to throw it to Theo King, and this one is going to be deflected away by C.J. Jackson. C.J. Jackson able to get a nice hand on it, make a big 3rd down stop here. They're going to bring the punting unit onto the field. Aaron Ramsdale is walking out in the field, ready to punt this ball off, and that is thanks to C.J. Jackson making a great diving deflection in coverage of Theo King. Aaron Ramsdale, the punt is off. This is going to be a 40-yard punt. This is going to be returned by Dustin Fulton, and he's going to be able to return. He's bouncing back, but he's only going to be able to muster 3 yards out of this one. Short gain there on the short punt. And that is going to bring up, or they're going to now have the ball on their own 23-yard line. Oh, I forgot to mention, or here, I'm just gonna add that in. The 2nd quarter happened, or right here. 2nd quarter. Oh my god, I totally butchered Khalid Musa's name here. Khalid. Cool. And let's quickly just take a peek at it, just so y'all can see. Let's see how the first half stats have looked in this one so far. Let's see who's been the stars so far in this 1st quarter. We see Khalid Musa, 3 carries, 8 yards. Josiah Nzinga with 2 carries, 12 yards. He's also been pretty solid through the air. 6 for 10. Why is it? Oh, I spelled it with a Z once. What? Oh, let me fix that. I don't know how that happened. Oh, that was the first time. Whoops. Keegan Wilson not having a necessarily strong game so far. Kishore Romanowski with the 1-yard QB sneak and has looked so good through the air, going 5 for 6, 68 yards. Kishore Romanowski has definitely been the better quarterback in this one thus far, with Bob Smith being his top target so far. Trace Jackson and Corbin Fulton Jr. being on Jack Avery and Dustin Fulton has left Bob Smith wide open on many plays. He's going up against a weak secondary. Dick Sanders, the newly acquired player from the Cape Town Crusaders, he has not necessarily been so accustomed to the playbook. He's still learning it, and he has not been able to necessarily be in Bob Smith's way thus far, as Smith has been dominant. Coach Romanowski is going to take the shotgun snap. He's got 5 wide, 2 tight ends in there, 3 wide receivers out wide, with the far wise one being Jack Avery to the left, Dustin Fulton to the right. Takes the snap. He's looking towards Jack Avery. He's going to throw this one to Dustin Fulton, though. And this one is going to fall to the ground incomplete before it even reaches Corbin Fulton or Dustin Fulton. And that is going to be a bad pass by Koshko Romanowski. And that is going to fall incomplete to Dustin Fulton. And as we can see, Romanowski's activity this week hasn't been the best. He hasn't really been around necessarily. So he has right now an activity score of 2 with a post, which is good. We like to see that, but definitely players like Josiah and Zinga outperformed him in that area. But Kill Score Rounds, has been able to still perform very well this season. The consistency is there. He's been pretty electrifying all season. As we saw his numbers before, he's looked very good. Kushma Romanowski takes the snap, looks for the check down, pump fakes it to Keegan Wilson, is looking deep, is going to throw it to Bob Smith down the line. Oh, and that is caught by Bob Smith as he catches it and is brought down immediately on the deep ball. 23 yards to Bob Smith. Great catch there. Not necessarily over the shoulder, but an over the middle catch that he is able to make a nice leaping grab on and high points the ball as he goes to the ground, brought to the ground by the safety, Dick Sanders. And that is going to be a Monarchs first down as they now have the ball on their own 46-yard line. Coach Romanowski is going to huddle up the offense, break the huddle, and they're in the I formation. It's going to be a play action to Keegan Wilson. He's going to look left. He's going to scramble right, though, as Luke Castle is coming from the left, beats the double team, and Luke Castle is going to get to him, but Coach Romanowski is able to throw the ball away. They're going to call the closest receiver to him, Keegan Wilson. And almost a big play there by Luke Castle. But Koshko Romanowski able to flick the ball away and get it past the line of scrimmage as he was running away from Luke Castle, the dominant edge rusher for the Barcelona Warriors. Koshko Romanowski is going to take the snap, look left, and he's going to try to dump it off to Keegan Wilson again. This one's going to be batted down at the line of scrimmage by Darius Turner. Darius Turner is able to make a great play here on the second consecutive pass to Keegan Wilson. And that is going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the London Monarchs offense. Coach Romanowski coming out 5 wide, nobody in the backfield with him. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look left. He's going to look over the middle. He's going to throw it to Jose Aldo. And Jose Aldo is not going to be able to bring this one down, as this is a contested catch. Brooke LaBarbera isn't able to get a hand on it, so it's not a deflection. But she sure did make it very hard on Jose Aldo to bring it down, and that is going to bring on the punting unit for the London Monarchs, and that is going to bring Lacey Bueller onto the field. Let me check out this weather. And they don't have the wind anymore, so this is going to be a 44-yard punt returned by Jerry Pringle Jr. for 8 yards. And Josiah Zinga is coming back out onto the field. Boop. Alrighty, Josiah Zinga is going to take the snap. Hand off to Khalid Musa from the shotgun. Khalid Musa is going to take it, try to work the interior. But he's going to be met quickly by Roberto Orange trying to power through him. But Orange is going to quickly throw him to the ground for a short gain of only 2 yards. Great play by Roberto Orange as they were ready for that running play. Josiah Zinga is going to take the snap again. Creer's coming down with the blitz. Zinga's going to move back, scramble left. He's going to scramble right into Jamal King, but Lardo Brown is there delivering the block. He's going to bounce out and make his way more to the left, looking downfield, keeping his eyes down the field. He's going to throw it deep to Jaheim Turner, and Jaheim Turner is going to be unable to come down with the ball. Would have been a tough grab if he made it. He's unable to make the catch. Jaheim Turner is going to probably be registered with a drop on that one. The pass falls incomplete. Great defense by the Monarchs secondary there. Paz Reed was able to step up. Dre Delgado playing pretty solid defense on Turner, and the ball is unable to be caught. Josiah Nzinga takes the snap here on 3rd and 8 from their own 20-yard line. He's going to look over the middle, trying to eye down Thanos Metcalf. Duke Creel is all over that route. He's going to be forced out left by Luke Castle III again. Looking over the middle. going to look deep to Theo King. He's going to throw it to Theo King, and this one's also going to be deflected away by C.J. Jackson. C.J. Jackson's second consecutive pass being attended at on third down. He's able to get a hand on and deflect down to the ground as a great play by C.J. Jackson. As C.J. Jackson's great rookie season continues. And that's going to bring him to the 80-yard line. And that's also going to bring the punting unit out onto the field for the Barcelona Warriors. And Ramsdale is going to come out here, deliver a 41-yard punt. This one's going to be returned by Dustin Fulton for 7 yards. And that's going to put them to their own 46-yard line as they're already pretty near midfield. Josko Romanowski's going to look over the middle, pump fake it to Rio Tops, look over the middle, pump fake it to Jose Aldo. He's going right back to Rio Tops. He's throwing a contested one up there for Rio Tops, but he's going to be able to make the catch over Brook LaBarbera for a 13-yard gain to Rio Tops, one of the top tight ends in the league, as he's able to push the ball down to the opponent's 41-yard line. Next play, Kilshore Romanowski's going to play action at the Keegan Wilson. Warriors do not bite. Oh, and the packet is collapsing as Kilshore Romanowski has to step up. And Jerry Cook is right there. Jerry Cook is going to bring him down in the backfield. They're going to probably register a loss of 4 or 5 yards. They're going to call that a loss of 4 yards. And Jerry Cook makes a huge sack there. Makes a huge play, forcing second down and long for this Monarchs offense. Coach Romanowski coming out in the I formation with the fullback, coming out with a single back, no fullback. Got two tight ends, 2 wide receivers in there. It's gonna be a handoff to Keegan Wilson down the middle. He's gonna be able to pick up a short gain of 3 yards, setting him up with a 3rd and 11, a 3rd and long. Coach Romanowski drops the back in the shotgun pass, or takes the snap from the shotgun. Looks right, looks towards Jack Avery, delivers a strike to Jack Avery. That is, that is caught. Jack Avery is going to catch this one. And that's going to be a 14-yard gain from Kilshko Romanowski to Jack Avery. And that is going to be a London Monarchs first down. As the Monarchs offense has looked very good in this one, and they continue to look very good as the passing offense has been a very significant factor in this one, as they've been able to spread out the Warriors secondary and really pick them apart by utilizing their weaknesses. Trace Jackson there, not in the best coverage, looking to play help elsewhere if need be, and Jack Avery cuts inside and is open enough to at least make a secure grab before Trace Jackson's able to recover and make the tackle. Koshko Romanowski takes the snap from the shotgun, looks over the middle, looks to Rio Tops, going to deliver the strike to Rio Tops, and that's going to be a 10-yard gain to Rio Tops for a catch. Next, we see Koshko Romanowski's got 4 out wide. Akifumi Yamaguchi in the backfield behind him, and Yamaguchi's actually going to take the snap here, or take the handoff here, and he's going to run down the middle for a 4-yard gain. Coach Romanowski is going to take the next snap from the shotgun. He's going to look towards Dustin Fulton. He's going to quickly fire it to Dustin Fulton on a short, quick slant going to the inside, but Corbin Fulton Jr. is able to jump on the route and get a hand on it and bat that one to the ground, incomplete. All right, here we go. We got 3rd and 6 here. Coach Romanowski is going to, let's see, where are they on their field? Yep, so they're on the 14-yard line with 3rd and 6. Koshko Romanowski is going to look over the middle, look towards Rio Tops. He's going to look out wide. See what he's got. See what he's got. He's going to try to fire this one to Jack Avery. And this one is going to fly over his head, incomplete, as he went for the end zone there, but he was unable to hit Jack Avery, as that's going to have to bring out Tio Diaz and the field goal unit for a 32-yard field goal. Tio Diaz 32-yard field goal is up, and it is good. And that's going to push the lead to 7, as it is now 3-10 Monarchs lead. Let's see how much time surpassed. Alright, and Tio Diaz kickoff is up, and it's going to be returned by Jerry Pringle Jr., who's actually going to take this one out of the end zone this time. He's going to return it for 31 yards to their own 28-yard line. Or 29-yard line, my apologies. As yet, because the Monarchs do not have the win anymore. He's not able to boot it out of the back of the end zone like he was at the beginning of the game. And Jerry Pringle is one to return kickoffs he can return. Josiah Zing is walking back out in the field with about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the half. And we'll see what Josiah can do as he looks to either tie up this game or at least shrink the lead. Josiah is going to take the snap. He's going to look towards Jerry Pringle. He's going to look short to Theo King. And he's going to deliver a strike on the out route that's going to fly out of bounds and incomplete. Nobody able to get their hands on that one. An incomplete pass intended for Theo King. Zion Zing is going to take the snap again, looking deep, looking for the drag to Jaheim Turner. He's going to throw the drag to Jaheim Turner, but Duke Creel is able to step up on it and blast Jaheim Turner over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Duke Creel makes a great play on that ball, able to absolutely get a big hit down on Jaheim Turner, make him sorry for going over the middle, and that ball is deflected away by Duke Creel. As Josiah is going to get another chance at this, he's going to take the snap. He's got time. He's got time in the pocket. Bardo Brown doing his thing out left. Braden Taylor not able to get any impact out right because Marvin Mintz has gotten ahead of him. The interior of the O-line is doing enough as he backs up because Roberto Orange is now pressuring him. Zing has all the time in the world, but none of his receivers are breaking loose. Zing is going to scramble out right, still looking down the field, but now he's looking to run, and he's running, but the linebacker is able to clash down on the play, ready for the run. He's able to pick up some solid yards, but eventually, after an 8-yard run, Aspaz Reed is able to get up there and get the stop and bring up 4th down. And put them to their own 37-yard line. And with that, Aaron Ramsdale is coming back onto the field. And he's going to punt this one off to Dustin Fulton, who's going to return this one for 5 yards. And that's going to put them to their own 27-yard line. Let me just check this again. Yep, and with that, that's going to be the 2-minute warning, as the Monarchs are going to have quite the 2-minute drill. They're going to have to go down the field if they want to score here. But we've seen this offense work quite efficiently and effectively thus far in the game. So I wouldn't be shocked at all to see that happen. Coach Romanowski is going to take the snap. The interior of the O-line, let's see how they're holding up. Yeah, Alex Bradford's struggling a bit. Jerry Cook is struggling on Cannon Kelper Corrales, though, but Michael Walker is going to get through, and Michael Walker is going to bring him down in the backfield for a loss of 6 yards, and that's going to trigger the Monarchs to, nope, they're not going to use their first timeout. They're going to huddle up and try to make a play here on 2nd down. They're coming out in the shotgun. We see Kilshko Romanowski in his 5-wide look with 2 tight ends out there, 3 receivers. Kilshko is going to take the snap. He's going to look left. He's going to look right. He's going to deliver a ball to Jack Avery. And it's deflected away by Trace Jackson. Next play, Kilshko Romanowski from the shotgun. Oh, I spelled Kilshko wrong in the last one. Kilshko Romanowski is going to look over the middle to Rio Tops, and he's got him. And he's close to the first down marker. This is going to be a really close review. And they're going to say he's got it. 16 yards. Kilshko Romanowski to Rio Tops. Rio Tops has had quite the day so far. He's had a very effective day. And London Monarchs are going to use their first timeout. First timeout here to stop the clock after the 16-yard big gain by Rio Tops. Rio Tops had a very effective game thus far, as they are now on their own 37-yard line. Let's see what we got here. Yep, no worries. Yep, it was past 30 plays. Got the second down on there. All right. Kilshko Romanowski takes the snap from the shotgun, looking left towards Jack Avery, looking right towards Dustin Fulton. He's going to find Bob Smith. Bob Smith is deep. Bob Smith catches it. There's no safety help. Oh, Bob Smith got that. He's running to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, London Monarchs. A 63-yard strike by Kilshko Romanowski to Bob Smith to give his team a 2-touchdown lead. What a play by the London Monarchs offense. The Warriors defense has been in shambles this game, especially their secondary, as their two-headed monster at cornerback has just been unable to be everywhere, as the Monarchs are finding the open men and they are striking and delivering. And T.O. Diaz is going to boot in the extra point to take a 14-point lead here in the early juncture of the game. T.O. Diaz is going to kick it off to Jerry Pringle. Turned by Jerry. But this time, Jerry Pringle is just going to knee on it with the half coming to a close. See if Josiah Zinga will try to do anything fancy here, try to make a play, maybe set up a field goal. And it does look like that's what they're going to try to do as they come out in the shotgun, looking to do something with it. With about 1 minute left to go in this game, Josiah is going to look over the middle. He's going to deliver an 11-yard pass to Jerry Pringle, but it's actually going to be knocked down. Or no, they're gonna rule that a drop, even though it was just a tricky catch to make. But they're not gonna rule a deflection, and that will be incomplete. Jerry Pringle a little tired after the high usage rate thus far in the game. Signzing is gonna take it on the next snap. He's gonna look right. He's gonna look towards Jaheim Turner. He's not gonna throw. He's gonna throw a curl run back route to Jerry Pringle, and that's gonna be an 11 yards to Jerry Pringle, and we're gonna get a Barcelona Warriors timeout. Their first of the half is used. And we're getting Josiah Zingas dropping back again. He's looking deep. He's going to have to check this one down to Khalid Musa. He's able to make a man miss, and he's actually able to get 16 yards out of this play, as the Warriors are going to have to burn their second timeout following the second big play in a row, or the second first down in a row at least, as they have now crossed midfield, and they are on their opponent's 48-yard line. All right, Josiah Zing is going to drop back. He's got no pressure. Lodo Brown doing a great job protecting. He's taking a step right. He's stepping up in the pocket. He's running through the seams, and he's going to be running forward. He's going to get an 8-yard run, and he's going to be running his team to the line of scrimmage. He's going to try to spike this one down, and he will. Josiah Zing. Do they have a center? They do not. For Warriors center. And the spike is successful, and that's going to set us up with a 3rd and 2 with the Warriors having 1 timeout remaining here on their own 40-yard line. This is definitely out of Aaron Ramsdale's range, so they're certainly going to try to get closer if they can. They don't want to make Aaron Ramsdale have to boot this 58-yarder if they don't have to. So I think is going to step back, drop back. He's going to look for a short drag over in the middle to Theo King. He's not going to have it. He's going to look deep to Jerry Pringle, who's getting absolutely locked up right now by Tarkovian Bear. He's going to look back to Theo King and deliver a over-the-shoulder sideline catch to him, and that is going to be caught. Josiah Nzinga is going to go 14 yards to Theo King at the sideline. He's going to be out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock, and that's going to be great for the Warriors, as that's absolutely what they needed. As Josiah Nzinga is going to come back out here. Did I spell oops. Josiah Nzinga is going to make a great play there, as he's going to take the snap again from the shotgun. He's going to look over the middle. He's going to deliver a strike to Thanos Metcalf, and that's going to be an 11-yard pass to Metcalf over the middle. He's going to get tackled inbounds. They're going to need to burn their final timeout, as Aaron Ramsdale is ready to come out and kick this field goal to hopefully shrink this lead to an 11-point game. We'll see if he is able to do that. It's going to be a 33-yard field goal, and it's good. And that is going to bring us to halftime. I hope you guys enjoyed the first halves of both these games. They've been a lot of fun. This one's 6-17, not what you would have expected. Not what I would have expected when the script started. But here we go, and the Monarchs carry a 11-point lead into the half. That's been pretty impressive. What's up, COVID Jonesy? How are you? What's good, Sanders? I'm just posting the game now. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to take a quick break and then come back here in a bit and finish the game. But I am going to take a quick break because it is a lot to keep scripting these, and I just want to go drink some water because I don't have any with me right now. So I'm going to quickly pause this or stop it, and then I'll be back in a bit. See y'all when the half is over. Peace.